That talking shit is over with, we ain't got shit to talk about. Can't catch you at your crib, then we gon' camp outside your mama house. Niggas think they tricky, it get shifty, then I'm switching gears. Street nigga, pumping through my veins, it ain't no pussy here. My homie got the low, now I'm on go. I told him race me there.
What's the deal? 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 Look, hey, we back at it, man. Hey, look, Bricc, baby, you know, takes that plea agreement. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Abdul Aziz. Make sure y'all like, share, and sub up over there. Go follow and subscribe. Formerly known as Eddie Boy. He popped his 1-2s and he been popping his 1-2s for a minute about these situations. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get right into it. I ain't even finna, you dig what I'm saying? Y'all know the script. Like, share, sub up, tell a friend, tell Tim I'll do it again, man. Hey, let's go.
Assalamu alaikum, people. Hope everybody doing well on this Monday morning. Nice, sunny. Everything being viable. We got a little work right here, and we're going to talk about Zaire Mitchell. Zaire Mitchell, Bricc baby. As of September 5th, 2025, the brother Zaire Mitchell plea agreement has been held. The change of plea held and completed, which Bricc baby has took a plea deal for count 2. And if you brothers been following this case, count 2 is the 9mm that he got caught with. But this is the kicker that, okay, count 2. He's been charged with, it's a Ruger 38 caliber, it's a 9mm, it's an AK, 26 round, 32 rounds of ammunition, 60 rounds of ammunition, 31 rounds of ammunition, 36 rounds of ammunition, a 45 caliber, and an extra cartridge. So that's count 2, right? Now, they have the items listed here, and for some reason, I don't know if this brother pleaded for all this right here, because if he pleaded for all this right here in the blind, I don't think that was a good move, unless it's something other circumstances that's going to take place dealing with this right here. But me personally, I don't get it. But I know sometimes people have to do what they have to do. At this point, Bricc baby doesn't have anything that somebody say he's bad or anything like that. I don't know what happened behind closed doors. I know that he did sit down with them people initially when he got cracked a long time ago, because he's the one that came out and said that the brother Big U was under investigation, dealing with that hot one and dealing with the financial crimes in that nature right there. So, you know, when you're dealing with this federal government, everything becomes tricky. And you can go to the penitentiary and they can bring you back and you can testify on somebody. I'm not saying he is, and I'm not saying he's not. But them one of the options that may be placed on the board, or another option, he just basically said, okay, man, I'm tired of being up in here. I'm going to go do my time, and I'm going to keep it moving. Okay, but on December 19, 2025 at 9 p.m., he's going to get his time. And we know for a fact that Bricc Baby been to jail before. He been caught with pistols before. He's an S-felon. He's going to have all type of stuff. If you've been to that federal penitentiary, you're going to understand what he's up against and what he's facing. So I don't know what the guidelines may be. Maybe you guys want to ask somebody about that. But his case number is, if you guys want to go and do the research yourself, his case number is 225 CR 00132. That's his case number. And you guys can go look it up for yourself. You guys can go down to the federal building. You guys can get the documents yourself. It's easy to go get the documents. It's easy to go in there and use it on the computer. It's easy.
So, what? 3, 4 things. That's tough. Because them people don't miss. And he done took some. So, in my opinion, right, when a person gets in that type of predicament and something comes, because there's no bad paperwork. Ain't nobody said nothing bad on his name, nothing bad. Ain't nobody said he did nothing crazy. Just like Eddie Boy said, ain't nobody did that. So with whatever the numbering could be, right? Because we only got them me about maybe halfway through, so we don't know what the man can say. I know, sure, I don't know, but I know common sense. You know what I'm saying? Common sense. If you done been through a few things, you done been through a few things. So I see it like whatever they put there, right? Because I'm sure he's not gonna read every single drop of it. He not. I'm sure. That's a lot of fucking paperwork. If you've been following it, that's a lot of paperwork. But they put something there that made him feel like there's a window to go home. You don't take a plea unless you feel like you go home. You can go home, or shit, you just look, they just on your head. You dig what I'm saying? But in this case, I feel like he see a way he can get home to his family. But we're gonna get back to the rest of this stuff.
Type in people names. That stuff is simple. You know, if the case is public record, it's gonna be public record. If dudes have declarations up in there, you're gonna see the declarations. If dudes have testimony, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see the dudes that how they got on. If you dudes out on bond, you're gonna see if they got a signature bond or they got a bond when they had to put a property and things of that nature. All that stuff is up in there when you go pull up certain individuals' information. And this is why it's always to be accurate, you know, when you're dealing with this stuff, man, because a lot of dudes on this YouTube space, and what they do is they put jackets on individuals, bro. And like I was saying about the brother Big U case, Big U case is a delicate case, and his case, just like I said, it's like 3 other different cases in that section over there. You had Doe Eyes and Shice in them case. You had my brother and Petey Wack case, and you had Lil Fee case, and now you have Big U case. So these cases are delicate, and you know, throughout all them cases, you had a lot of individuals. You know, they sat down with them people, and they got to talking about, you know, certain things. Of course, you know, when you get picked up, they're gonna ask about the brother Big U, but they also gonna ask you about a whole lot of other things. And then, even though that, you know, it's a lot of people, they're not gonna be witness against Big U. you have a lot of individual brothers that gave statements, in that case, not even pertaining to what was going on with Big U. So if you brothers don't understand the dynamics of that, because I hear a lot of dudes with the chatter talking about how many people, how many, it ain't that many people over there, it ain't that many people this, and ain't that many people there. But it's funny because they not from over there and they don't know the history of that section over there. And bro, it's like even when I talked to Petey Wack and I was explaining to him, I was like, bro, why you never told the brothers, man, out the section, man, how many dudes told on that case? Because it was way over 100 people that gave statements in Petey Wack and my brother's case. And dudes be thinking that it's not believable. And it is believable, bro. So it's like that's what happens when, the law enforcement starts shaking the tree. They start running around, they start gaffing other individuals. Dudes get scared, rightfully so, because man, everybody's not built the same. Everybody's not built for that. Everybody is not going to be to the point where they're going to be just tough ass dudes and things of that nature. And then 9 times out of 10, if they bring women up in there, the women going to have kids. They're going to, they're going to threaten the women, talking about taking their kids and things of that nature. So these are the things that come in place, man, when you're dealing with these type of investigations and stuff like that. Even with Brick Baby, dude's going to say that, you know, it's just going to be suspicious,
I feel what he's saying. At the same time, again, if you've been following Operation Drawdown, right? Uh, when the whole Rico situation even happened, everybody that got pulled, right? Common sense again. I'm gonna grab what we think is a big dude, right? They're gonna grab what they think is a big dude, right? Then they're gonna grab the unders and everything else in between, right? So at that point, whatever's in the public eye dramatically already, that put a target on themselves, right? I'm just saying, accountability ain't never hurt nobody. Damn it. So again, people get mad, get irritated, say crazy things, right? Oh, the internet did this, the internet did that. Okay, cool. One of them things that was on them lists was seen, you know what I'm saying, on a podcast. You dig what I'm saying? And everybody know podcast. You know what I'm saying? No jump. Yep. Mm-hmm. So if you're flagrantly running around, common sense say somebody's smart enough to pay attention. Oh, wait. Not the fact that they did damn near a whole mini and almost full blown documentary on how they have a department that strictly watches Instagram, watches YouTube, watches anything that's in social media of under content creation, podcasting, media, whatever that may be. And then y'all get mad. Then some of y'all still feel like I'm going home. And y'all do what y'all do to have to go home. Not right in my eye. In a lot of eyes. Yeah, no. You're supposed to take your lick. You ain't supposed to, hey, they got us. Yeah, no, you ain't supposed to. Yeah, no. They got you. You did. But y'all say somebody telling y'all, right? A lot of y'all do this shit by yourselves. Y'all may have one or two people with y'all, right? And one of y'all just doing crazy things. They watch all that shit. All this shit that go on, they watch. It was another, you know what? We ain't even gonna do all that. Look, protect yourself at all times. You know what I'm saying? Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. In other words, you take your ass on these media spaces with these cameras and shit at. I know y'all got some manners and Get your mind right somewhere. Damn it. Just saying. Bring back the old way, if that's the case. A whole lot of us up here ain't even supposed to be up here. But then y'all mad because somebody come knock on your door. Let's go.
He's taking a deal. He's taking an open plea deal. He don't know how much time he's going to get, and things of that nature. So it's always going to be suspicious, man, when you dealing with this stuff. So this is what comes with that element when you out there doing criminal activity, or when you gang banging. You may not be telling, but dude's still going to say or speculate that you're bad because you may get a better deal, or this may happen, or that may happen, and then you got to prove that, and you got to do this and do that. That's too much, man. To me, that's too much. Because if you stay down and you show a sense of loyalty and things of that nature, you still gonna be up under scrutiny, man. It doesn't matter, man. You cut this case, that case, because dudes call dudes rats all day long, every day. They call dudes informants. They call dudes this. They call dudes saying dudes and witness protection programs and all that stuff, man. That just come with it, man. So in 2025, I don't think a lot of brothers really pay attention that, man, dudes don't really care about that stuff no more, bro. Dudes don't care. Dudes is not going to jail for nobody. I'm telling you, I always repeat this. Dudes are not going to jail for nobody anymore. Dudes are not following that old code no more. Dudes are not going to jail for you, bro. So if you're out here and you swinging and you're doing what you need out here, doing what you're doing, and you think you're being slick, bro, you got to be careful, man. My advice for you brothers, man, that's still out here swinging, for you brothers that's doing something you guys ain't got caught up yet, man, try to go legitimize yourself. Try to go legit, bro. Try to get certain contracts. Try to invest your money into something, brother, that's gonna make sure that you continue to eat the way you're supposed to be eating. But Bricc Baby, his
Before we end this, understand you don't have to be necessarily flagging like you dig what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta be rapping, you know what I'm saying? You could be affiliated. And you see how nice affiliated sounds? And how many people done lost, how many people have fallen because they were affiliated when other people around them was rapping, bang, set trip. It was just affiliated. And affiliated ass when did some shit. Maybe not. With a banger or set tripper. Right. Then what? You feel, because at that point you're gonna feel like you fall under a civilian guide law because you're just affiliated. Yeah, nah, hell no. They gonna expect you to do the same thing they would, or what they would expect each other to do. Anyway, we're gonna let old head cook. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
plea deal. He went to court on September 5th. His plea deal is done. He just haven't got sentenced yet. He took for count two. He pled guilty to count two. So and I don't think he's going to get charged with everything in count two. I think he's only going to get charged for just a pistol. And hey man, leave your comments, like and subscribe. If you feel that you have a different opinion or something, alhamdulillah, that's what it is. That's how growth comes, and that's how dialogue starts. But on that note, man, we'll see December 12th when Bricc Baby go back to course.
There we go. So Bricc, Bricc takes a plea. December, we'll find out what all the rams is. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying before, for a person right in Bricc Baby's position, because honestly, Bricc Baby, like if you look at like code of ethics and all that, he's not in a bad place. He stood on his square. He how the OGs would say back in the day, he taking his licks. You know what I'm saying? You play, be able to take the consequences when you play. And that's what that man been doing. So, like I said, it must be something in there, right, that would say, hey, there's a spotlight to potentially go home. Or go home. But, hey, look, check this out. We'll find out December 12th. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and the men's in betweens, like, share, sub up, tell a friend, tell 10 more, do it again, man. Hey, look, we
lights out, hop out the car, these niggas unaware. Signal to my dog, he rushed the line like he was blocking for me. Head nod, locked and loaded. Time to put this work and hold me. Told him that I got it 6. Shoot the lock, we rushing in. Sweep the room, nobody lives. Revolver left, no evidence. Playing with them demons, fucked around and got him heaven sent. Avatar chopper fucked around and left that nigga bent. Beyblade. When I hit